Hi, Polly from thefitmumformula.com, and I'm answering today, do you need to be taking or should you be taking vitamin and mineral supplements? Now the short answer is probably not, and ideally what most people should be doing is getting all of the nutrients they need through food. There's a very good reason for this. Firstly, it comes down to the quality of vitamin and supplements in general. If you're just getting poor quality ones, then it's as good as swallowing cardboard. Simple as that. The other reason multivitamin, multi-mineral supplements are not ideal always, depending on the formulation, is because certain nutrients actually compete for absorption. So if you've got two side by side in the same supplement, the same pill that are competing, they're going to fight for which is going to get absorbed. One of them's going to get absorbed, the other one's going to be completely flushed away, go straight through you. So it's a little bit pointless in that respect, isn't it? And the third reason is because there's a term called bioavailability, which basically means how well a nutrient is absorbed into your body once you've digested it, once you've swallowed it. Now, it's not as simple as whatever's on the label you're absorbing. The more bioavailable something is, the more of it you absorb. The less bioavailable it is, the less you absorb of it. Now, synthetic vitamins are not particularly bioavailable. They're not what your body recognises. We weren't born to eat pills, and we certainly weren't born to eat manufactured, man-made kind of synthetic versions of vitamins. We were, however, made to eat food. Your body recognises food, and it will absorb the nutrients from food in a really, really good way. And often you'll find in nature that the balance of nutrients in specific foods is perfectly worked out. For example, you might have heard that iron is more readily absorbed when vitamin C is around. Now, that's actually only one type of iron that is more common in vegetable and vegan kind of plant sources, like for example spinach. It's not the same type of iron that you get in, say, red meat. Red meat is a lot, heme iron in red meat is very quick to absorb. Non-heme iron that's in spinach needs vitamin C to be converted into the form that your body prefers. But lo and behold, spinach has vitamin C, and that's not a coincidence. Nature is very clever. So multivitamins always say try and get it from food or some kind of food-based supplement. Even things like these mixed greens powders and things, at least they are from a food source and they've got nutrients in them rather than just synthetic vitamins. There are exceptions, however, when certain populations probably would do well to have a high quality, that's the caveat, high quality, and I'm not going to go into particular brands, nutrient supplements. So, as an example, we all know pregnant women and women who are planning on being pregnant should be taking 400 micrograms of folic acid to prevent neural defects in the unborn baby. Okay, most women will know that, but that's a very good example of where your needs exceed what you're likely to be able to get from food. You'd have to eat a lot of certain foods to get what you need. Okay, the next one is B12. Now, B12 is found in animal products, so certainly vegans and possibly vegetarians, depending on how much cheese and dairy and eggs and things they get in their diet. Possibly vegetarians would do well to have a vitamin B12 supplement as well. If you are vegan, a strict vegan or vegetarian, it could be something worth testing for, just occasionally going to your doctor, explaining, look, I'm a vegan, I just want to make sure that my diet is pretty good, please can check me for my B12. And depending on the results, they might come back saying, yeah, actually you probably just feel a bit better if you had a supplement of B12. Okay, next one is vitamin C. Now, vitamin C, most people take, amazing. One thing you don't know about vitamin C, it's actually really, really good for the skin, collagen production. That's a side note. Most people take vitamin C because they want to prevent getting colds and for immunity. Actually, there is very, very poor evidence to support the fact that support the idea that vitamin C capsules or supplements, those fizzy things, will prevent you getting a cold. I know, really annoying. Colds are a virus. They're spread through human contact and through the air and water and mucus and things like that. So the best thing you can do is hygiene. I don't mean antibacterial things. I mean just washing your hands with warm water thoroughly, using your common sense. If you're with somebody, you've got a child who's got a cold, and you're blowing their nose, throw the tissues away and wash your hands. That's the best thing you can do. But vitamin C supplements are not great for preventing colds. Same with echinacea is the same, and zinc is the same. They may lessen the duration of a cold, but we're talking very, very small. I mean, to be honest, a cold normally lasts a week, 7 days. If you had your cold for 6 days rather than 7, is that worth shelling out for loads and loads of vitamins? Well, I don't know. By day 6 of a cold, you're kind of feeling a lot better anyway, aren't you, to be honest? Personally, I wouldn't bother. You decide there whether that's worth it for you. Okay, vitamin D. Now, in the UK here, vitamin D is something we're lacking. Now, it is technically possible to get enough vitamin D if you are outside getting enough sunlight throughout the winter months when we don't have as much sunlight. So if during the day when the sun's out you are able to walk and get outside as much as possible, and especially on, at least if you've got your face uncovered, which you probably have done, you're probably unlikely to be walking around a t-shirt in winter, but technically you can get enough. However, most people are stuck indoors for a lot of the day, and when they are out and about, it's because they're out in a car driving to work. In winter, we're covered up in our clothes, we're not getting outside for a lot of natural light, and so we're not being able to synthesize that vitamin D, because vitamin D is actually more like a hormone. You can take it, but actually primarily it's made inside the body on contact to the sun. And the other people who are much more likely to be vitamin D deficient is people with, the darker the skin, the more likely you are to be deficient. So people with black skin, that black pigment is like natural sun cream, basically. It's like your body's own natural sun cream, so it's repelling it, and so you are much more likely to be vitamin D deficient. And certainly if you live in the UK and you have dark skin, I would recommend, and I think most dietitians would recommend, that you take a decent vitamin D supplement. If you get outside and are white skinned, maybe you can get away with it, but only people who are very fair skinned and who get enough sunlight during the winter months could get away with not having a vitamin D. And that applies to children as well, obviously. You can get children's formulations. Okay. Probiotics. Probiotics are a really interesting one. There's a lot of new research coming out about gut health. We've still got a long way to go in our understanding, but what's coming out at the moment is that gut health is incredibly important, and that includes your microbiome, which is all the good bacteria that are living in your gut. If you don't have enough good bacteria, the bad ones take over, and to cut a long story short, all sorts of nasty stuff can happen from the very mild to the very severe. So gut health is really important. I take probiotics every day. I've got a history of IBS, and probiotics have played a massive part in my recovery, and I think they would help a lot of other people as well. Now, you can get it in natural yogurt and live yogurt, and that's okay. And fermented foods are fantastic. Things like kimchi, kombucha, which is like fermented tea. It's like a Japanese thing. As well as capsules. Fruit yogurts that say they've got probiotics in them, they might have probiotics in them, but here's the thing: bad bacteria and bad microbes in your gut feed off sugar. So I couldn't tell you the statistics on the good versus the bad there, but you're sort of missing the point. If you're getting a sugary, fruity yogurt with probiotics in there, you are missing the point slightly. So please don't be fooled by those yogurts that say they've got them in. And also the same goes for the drinks as well. Those drinks that have got fruity flavours and sugars in them and everything as well. They're absolutely pointless. Get the really, really plain stuff, or get a decent supplement. The final one I'm going to talk about today is omega-3 oils. Now, omega-3 oils are the ones that you find in oily fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, that kind of thing. You can find it in some seeds, flax seeds and chia seeds and hemp seeds. However, it's in a slightly different form that has to be converted for your body to absorb it and use it properly. And that conversion is really, really poor. So it might say there's X micrograms in your bowl of, in your, you know, tablespoon of flax seeds, but you're not absorbing all of that, because once it's converted, there's much, much less. So if you can, get oily fish. If you're a vegan, if you're not, you're somebody who just refuses to eat fish, okay, go for the flax and the chia seeds and all that kind of stuff, but you are going to need quite a lot of that stuff to make up for it, and you're probably worth taking a supplement, certainly. I mean, to be honest, even people who do eat fish don't eat enough, really. I mean, twice a week oily fish is really ideal. But there's loads of benefits to omega-3 oils. There have been trials in all sorts of mental health conditions, kids with ADHD, autism. It's anti-inflammatory, so it's great for joint problems, things like arthritis. It's good for so many things. Obviously, again, we're talking about high quality ones here. Poor quality ones, it's fish oil at the end of the day. Remember, fish goes off, so fish oil can go rancid in the capsule. So again, that's a reason for buying high quality ones. But omega-3 is another one that I take every day along with my probiotics. Omega-3s are just fantastic, and most people just don't eat enough, either because they don't like it or it's not convenient. So there you go. There's my rundown of some of the supplements that I like, dislike, when you should use them, some of the, so the times when some people might need a supplement. I hope that was helpful to you. I will actually put some links up to some supplements that I do like in the comments there, or up on YouTube when I put this up, and I'll put them up wherever else I put this video up as well. I'll make sure you've got the links there for you. But if you've got any questions, if you're not sure whether you fall into the category of needing a supplement and you're wondering whether you should give one a go, shoot me a message and we'll talk about it. I can't give you a straightforward answer without knowing a lot of information, and it might even require just getting a quick blood test at the doctor's, just to find out if you are deficient in something, or if having to talk about some symptoms and whether you could benefit. It's not always as simple as just take it, because you might just be wasting your money. I don't want you to do that, but there's no harm in asking, and I'll see what I can do. I'll do my best to help you and give you an answer. I hope that was helpful. That's Polly from thefitmumformula.com. Thanks, bye.